Built on the side of a former piano factory. There's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank's... Drive begins with a run by Johnson. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
DC ready?
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
We're going to go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Johnson up the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. And off now to Hill. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Johnson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
There's another 4. And this time he's got it. Touchdown. On 1st down, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 now from the 46. Lamar now from the gun. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They still have 5 to go here, third down. Short pass brought in. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just set it down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens. First down, here's Lamar. Blocked by Flowers. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
In a good spot here, second and inches. Hill now from the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 5 on the play, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets him on the out route. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first down from the 41. They're running out of the pistol with Johnson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers. You could find a completion just like that.
He stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now an inside give to him. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. Call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Holding left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Finds him on the crossing route. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar back to throw. We get to his running back. until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. It's inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Lamar out of the pistol. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary making that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
The Saints take over.
They get to Johnson to start this drive. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Saints into the dime for this 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Into traffic. Complete. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. All set to go now from the 35. Blown back, it's the handoff. That one only good for a couple. It's second down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. This one's to Andrews outright. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Hill. Has a lane inside the 35. And he gets this one down to the 27. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson yet again. Has it down close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens go up by 2 scores. First down, here's Lamar. This will be caught by Watkins. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break into right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going deep. And he's got it. It's in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working now from the gun. They'll get this one to Watkins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
On first down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Watkins. He's out of bounds to set up 1st and goal, but they might not get to keep this. We've got a flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Jackson to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Jackson looking to throw. He's on target. Watkins. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Throw left side, complete. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Lamar throwing again. Got his man. Watkins has it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to pass it here. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win.
Don't worry.
Now an inside give to Johnson. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And as we play